single step. He was already racing toward the car. His tail swept excited circles through the morning air. The familiar scent welcomed him before he was even fully inside. He settled into his favorite spot. The door closed. A moment later, the engine came to life. The old engine hummed softly every now and then. A faint metallic rattle followed. Warm air drifted through the open window. It carried countless scents, some familiar, most of them new. He lifted his nose into the wind. A hand reached back without looking. Gentle fingers brushed across his head. His tail answered with a quiet thump against the seat. The road hummed beneath the tires. Every journey had always begun like this. Someone laughed. He rested his head against the window. The world slipped by. Far too quickly to remember. Every passing scent disappeared before another one took its place. The engine slowed. The familiar hum became quieter. The car turned, branches brushed softly against the side of the car. For a moment, only birds could be heard. The engine fell silent. The click, the door opened. Fresh air rushed inside. He lifted his nose twitched one scent, then another, then hundreds more. He jumped out, his paws sank softly into the ground. The wind carried leaves past him. He sniffed and sniffed again. His tail kept wagging. A ball flew through the air. He was after it before it even touched the ground. His paws carried him as fast as they could. The wind rushed past his ears. The ball bounced once, then disappeared into the grass. He found it, he turned at once, the ball still between his teeth. His tail swept happily behind him. He raced back, ready to do it all over again. He stopped, stayed. He sat down, his eyes never left the place where the voice had come from. His tail kept wagging, waiting, a door closed. The engine came to life. The familiar metallic rattle followed. His tail swept through the grass. The car began to move. He stayed where he was. His tail slowed. He stood. The ball still between his teeth. The engine grew quieter. He took one step, then another. The car disappeared around the bend. He raced after it. The ball slipped from his mouth. The engine grew quieter. Then it was gone. He stopped. The wind moved through the grass. His ears twitched. nothing. He waited, a quiet sound escaped him. The wind changed, the scent grew fainter. Shadows stretched across the road. He stood, he looked down the road, then back at the empty field. He took a step, another, then another. The road stretched ahead, the ball between his teeth. He walked, no one called. He followed the road, his nose searched the air, nothing familiar. He kept walking. The road ended. He crossed the field, tall grass brushing against his legs as he kept moving in the same direction. A wire fence, he stopped. He walked along the fence, his nose close to the ground, a gap beneath the wire. He slipped through, the ball never left his mouth. Beyond the fence, he kept walking. He kept walking beyond the fence. The ground softened beneath his paws as the trees grew closer. The wind shifted, leaves rustled above him. The air felt heavy, he slowed. His nose searched the breeze. Still nothing. He kept walking. He kept walking. The trees stood closer together, their branches reaching lower than before. The wind grew stronger, leaves drifted across the ground. He followed their movement for a moment. The forest grew quieter, his nose searched the air. Still nothing. The branches creaked above him. He slowed. The wind came again. He kept walking. Came harder now. Branches swayed above him, their leaves hissing in restless waves. He kept walking. A low rumble rolled through the forest. He stopped. His ears turned toward the sound. flash of light, then thunder. He ran. Branches brushed against him, wet leaves clung to his fur. A shape emerged between the trees, an old stone house. He slipped inside. The trembling faded, though the rain never did. Before the storm had passed, exhaustion finally carried him into sleep. Morning light reached through the broken roof, falling across the old stone floor where he still lay curled around the ball. The storm had passed, only the quiet dripping of rainwater echoed through the empty house. He opened his eyes. His fur had dried in uneven patches, and small scratches marked his muzzle and legs. For a while he simply listened. Nothing moved. He stood slowly, stretched his stiff legs, and shook the last drops of water from his coat. The ball still lay beside him. He picked it up outside. The forest smelled different, fresh, clean as no searched the air, not for long. Another scent had found him first, hunger. Stepped out into the morning. The air was cool, carrying the scent of rain that still lingered between the trees. He paused for a moment, listening, nothing. He picked his way through the wet grass, leaving the old stone house behind. His nose searched the air, not for long. A different scent drifted toward him. Warm food, he followed it. The forest slowly began to thin, letting more light reach the ground. The trees ended. Beyond them, the first houses stood quietly beneath the morning sky. He followed the scent. The road felt different beneath his paws. Strange smells drifted through the quiet streets. Some came from open windows, others lingered near doorways. He stopped. His nose searched again. Food, he followed it. A narrow alley, a row of bins, between them. He slipped between the bins. His nose moved from one scent to the next. Paper, wood, metal, and food. He pushed his nose beneath the torn bag. The smell grew stronger. He searched quietly, a crust of bread. He picked it up. He laid the ball beside him. He picked up the crust of bread. A distant engine, then the familiar rattle. His head lifted, the bread slipped from his mouth. His ears stood forward, the sound came closer. A car appeared at the end of the street. He ran after it. The car passed, he kept running. It never slowed. He ran, the car grew smaller. Still, he kept running. It turned the corner. He followed. The street beyond lay empty. He stopped, his chest rose and fell. He listened, nothing for a while. He stood in the middle of the quiet road. Then another engine. He turned too late. A sharp sound. The ground disappeared. Silence. From the distance, a voice, another footsteps. Everything felt distant. He tried to move pain. He lay still. The footsteps came closer. Someone knelt beside him. Soft hands. Darkness. Light filtered through the window, though everything around him still felt blurred. A strange scent filled the quiet room. He opened his eyes. Nothing looked familiar. He tried to lift his head, but the pain made him stop. Soft footsteps crossed the floor. The same gentle hands touched him again. A quiet voice. He closed his eyes. When he opened his eyes again, the room was quiet. In the morning light, it crept a little farther across the wooden floor. The strange scent was still there, though it no longer felt quite as unfamiliar as before. listened, nothing hurried. After a while, soft footsteps crossed the room once more. The same gentle hand placed a bowl of fresh water on the floor before quietly stepping away again. He watched for a long moment. Only when the room had fallen silent again did he lower his head and drink. The gentle hands lifted him carefully, supporting him in a way that kept the pain from growing worse. The room beyond smelled different, its air filled with unfamiliar scents, mixed with something clean that reminded him of nothing he had ever known. Several voices drifted through the room, quiet and calm, while he watched without understanding why they had brought him there. For a brief moment, something cold touched the side of his neck. A soft beat broke the silence. The voices continued, one spoke for a long time, the other answered only a few words. Then he heard the quiet voice again. It sounded different now, softer. After a while, the gentle hands carried him back to the small room with the wooden floor before carefully lowering him onto the blanket once more. The room smelled just as it had before. He rested his head between his paws and listened as the footsteps slowly faded away. Quietly carrying the same gentle light that had found its way across the wooden floor the day before. The room was still. Only the distant sounds beyond the door reminded him that the world outside had never stopped moving. After a while, soft footsteps approached once more. The door opened, the quiet voice greeted him softly, while gentle hands placed a bowl beside the blanket. This time the scent was different, warm food. He waited, watching as the footsteps slowly faded away. Only then did he lower his head and take the first careful bite before lifting it again to listen. Nothing disturbed the silence. After a moment, he ate again. Days passed quietly. The mornings began to look alike. Each day the quiet voice returned to food, fresh water, rest. Little by little, the room no longer felt unfamiliar. One morning, the gentle hands helped him to his feet. He stood together. They walked slowly through the doorway. Fresh air greeted him for the first time since the accident. A car waited nearby. He stopped. The gentle hands waited too. After a long moment, he stepped forward. The door closed gently behind him. A moment later, the engine came to life. They drove away. Everything smelled new. The quiet voice stayed close as they walked slowly toward the house inside. The rooms were warm and still. He looked around for a moment before lowering himself onto the first soft place he found. His body was tired, his eyes grew heavy. He let out a quiet sigh as sleep slowly found him again. The gentle hands knelt beside him. They rested softly against his fur. A quiet voice whispered, "Stay."